Hello, in this video we will discuss about the STS page in the biotechnological uh, mm, tool which that is used for the identification of something. For identification of RNA, DNA or protein. So let's begin to understand without wasting any time the sodium dodecyl sulfate polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis is used for it. So that we will learn here, we will not learn about the basically other things, but here we will learn just STS page, and we will learn here is what is STS page, sample preparation, and discontinuous gel system, what is discontinuous gel system, and separation principle. So first of all we should understand about the what is STS page. STS page contain STS buffer, so remember about that. So it is electrophoresis technique for protein separation. So the separation of a protein or something, so it is used STS page containing STS buffer. So this page is look like basically page which that is showing the band of the protein after the separation, and we can classify band on the basis of density, and we can identify by the immunofluorescence antibodies. So here is the layers, here is the layer 1 and here is the layer 2. So layer 1 contain a stacking gel which contain a stacking gel which used for the stacking of the protein, while the separating gel is used for the separation of the protein segment. And when we will allow to provide the charge in the negative and positive one side, so it means the battery will be provide the electric volt, so the protein is going to the positive charge toward the anode because it is negative charge, so it will move toward the positive. So basically it's contain a polyacrylamide gel. Polyacrylamide gel is used for this. So next we will discuss about the sample preparation, obviously. So the sample preparation is, first of all we should understand about the denaturation buffer. So the denaturation buffer will prevent the denaturation of the protein in the sample, while we collect the desired protein. Desired protein mean protein of interest, which that is we are using. So that protein will provide into the test tube as a sample, and denaturation buffer is used. But important thing is that which that I want to discuss in this video, denaturation buffer will not denature the protein, while an STS buffer is also not change the protein density or protein weight, but it will be it will be separate the ionic charge by the quaternary or secondary structure of the protein to convert into the linear chain of the protein. So let's begin to understand the denaturation buffer first. So that denaturation buffer contain a tris hydrochloric acid which that's contain pH 6.8. So this 6.8 pH tris hydrochloric acid is used for the chloride ions give to the protein for maintenance. And STS buffer also used, and beta mercaptoethanol is used, bromophenol blue is used for stain, and glycerol for viscosity, and water is used for dissolved ion, which that is distilled water. On the other hand, one is the anionic STS buffer is used for the anionic detergent. With dissolved, it gives a net negative charge. So here is the STS buffer, which contain a oxygen containing negative ion but sodium contain a positive. When will dissociate and bind to the protein side chain of amino acid from the negative sign, so it will be bind and change their structure but not change the molecular weight. So remember about that. In this STS page mechanism, we are just maintaining the molecular weight of the protein just for peptide. So peptide depends, but the structural changes will be occur due to the changes of the bond. So that is necessary for us. So break function is there to break the non-covalent bonds from this STS buffer and bind to the amino acid side chain, giving the protein a net negative charge. So the denaturation of protein, uh, tertiary and secondary structure. So that is why. So important thing is that one more is the beta mercaptoethanol is used for as a denaturation buffer, which the denature of protein. Denature mean the change of their structure but not molecular weight, and reducing agent reduce the disulfide bonds in the protein, and it means the disulfide bond in the protein will dissociate. It means that when a dissociation of the dipeptide bond, disulfide bond, it means a change of the structure from the secondary to the primary structure, but the molecular weight will be retained. It means important thing is that here is the basically here you can see that the protein and s sulfur disulfide bond between the protein is basically is not depend on the charge, or charge depends on shape and charge will not depend in the STS-PAGE technology, but the molecular weight is depend 100%. So here is the protein structure, which that is a polypeptide protein and contain a ionic bond here, and disulfide bond is here, which that is used for the beta mercaptoethanol denaturation buffer, and hydrogen bonding is used for the denaturation buffer, but hydrophobic interaction is used for the denaturation of the beta mercaptoethanol. So STS is also used for the ionic dissociation. So after this dissociation, this protein will convert into the linear chain from the quaternary globular structure, quaternary or tertiary structure to a primary structure like that. So important thing which that is I am discussing in this video is that STS-PAGE not depend on charge and shape, but just molecular weight is depends. So again you should understand. So the denaturation is occur, and here is the ionic changes from the STS buffer and beta mercaptoethanol changes, as well as the STS is basically that is the denaturation buffer used for it, and other things which that is you can say. And STS-PAGE not depend on charge and shape, but just molecular weight is depend. So let's begin to understand one more important thing is that we are using the buffer. Why? Because it maintain the density and their molecular weight, while which that is not maintain the ionic bond, hydrogen bond and something. So let's begin to understand this is the discontinuous gel system. So the discontinuous gel system contain a many type of buffer. So the blue color shows that trisglycine is the pH containing 8.3 is basically the migratory buffer. So this migratory buffer is used for the migration of the protein, and it will not allow to change their structure, but not change their molecular weight, but change their structure, but it maintain the pH in the separating gel and stacking gel. So important thing is that here is the uh, uh, here is the electric charge will be given, and the movement of the protein molecule from higher density to the lower density is more movement of the lower density toward trisglycine. So here is the separating gel which contain a pH 8.8. So it maintained by the migratory buffer. How it's possible? Here we will just understand. Here is the glycine. Glycine is the amino acid which character as zwitterion is basically isoelectric. Isoelectric mean it's maintain the pH 7 near to the 7 is basically slightly negative when it's 5.95, but when here is the pKa1 is equal to 2.3 is the more negative sorry more positive. Why? Because it is able to donate, so it means the negative. It is able to donate the proton, but in the next time the 5.95 slightly negative, it means it will give the proton 2, but it is slight negative. But on the other hand, here is the pKa2 is equal to 9.6. It means it is more basic and it is able to accept the proton. So remember about that. So we can calculate pKa1 plus pKa2 is equal to our 2 divided by 2 is equal to 5.95. So the 5.95 is the PL, slightly negative. It means it is the buffer used for the migratory buffer, which that is maintain the basically pH. When pH will be rise in the separating gel and stacking gel, it means it accept the proton to decrease the pH, while when it will be pH rise, it means it will be accept the proton. But when pH will be down, it means it donate the proton to get a more pH. So it is maintaining throughout the journey of the migration of the protein segment in the separating gel. So important thing is that you should understand about that the tris glycine is equal to pH 8.3, but 8.3 when go toward the stacking gel together, when protein also move inside due to the less pH, it means it will be migrating buffer and 6.8 pH word to movement, while it contain a 6.8 pH ultimately and go more down and to become a pH 8.8 to maintain it. So that means it's toward the movement of 8.3 pH again. So it means it is help to migration. Remember about that. But here we will understand about the stacking gel. So the part of stacking gel layer we will understand here is the basically trace glycine, which that is understand. So chloride ion, here is the chloride ion number 1 is protein stack with the chloride ion, and it means chloride ion is the tris hydrochloric acid which contain a 6.8 pH due to the chloride ion. So the chloride ion gives to the protein and stack it because it is contain a buffer tris hydrochloric acid, basically pH contain 6.8. So it means the protein SDS complex will be formed and contain a negative, but glycine will be neutral or slightly negative. So it means it will be accept the negative more to become a protein stack. But when protein stack in this molecule, we will provide the electric current to migrate that segment of protein toward the bottom, toward the positive charge, because protein contain a net negative charge due to the protein SDS complex negative. So I hope you make sense about the little bit about the SDS page. So you can watch another video from the YouTube, or you can understand through the article from the Google search, so you can understand as well more. So important thing is that here I am discussing about the protein stack in this molecule. So the protein will be stack. It means the protein is stacked on the stacking gel when provide the electric current, though so the 6.8 pH will move toward the 8.8 pH. Why? Because the protein contain negative charge. It means move toward the pH, higher pH, so separating gel will be accept and charge will be accept, and on the basis of different density the protein segments or protein molecule will be separate on the basis of different segments. So high molecular weight to low molecular weight, the movement of the protein molecule in this STS page will be occur. So this segment we can identify by the immunoinflorescence antibodies which that is specific, and we can buy from the market for the specific protein identification in the STS page, which that is our desirable protein segment, and we can identify that this protein is present in the STS page, and we can say that, for example, the mitochondria which that contain this protein, and recently we are understanding about the mitochondrial protein, so we can confirm that mitochondrial protein contain the leucine, for example, leucine containing protein. So this STS page can be used in RNA detection, protein detection, and DNA detection by southern blotting or western blotting or northern blotting. So next video we will understand about the northern blotting, western blotting, and is western blotting, and we can understand about the identification of DNA, identification of RNA, as well as identification of the protein in the STS page, and then you will be understand best as compared to this video. So I hope you make sense. Please make sure to subscribe, and okay, bye.